Smell like a fucking paper. Smell like a notebook, Rufus. Weird. You smell like a notebook. I don't know how I should react to this. Why do you smell like a notebook? Oh, okay, you don't smell like a notebook. You smell great. Oh, fucking fantastic. Wonderful, Rufus. Smell wonderful. I love the way you smell. Oh, you heard me. Rufus, you gotta reply faster. You can't reply like 10 minutes later. Hmm. That's not good. I should have been able to buy items faster. Pro players do this a lot. I'm not the only one who does this. Pro players from all around the world, maybe except for NA. Sorry. Well, Chase is an international bank, so you can stay salty all you fucking want. If I had mobility, I probably would have survived, but I didn't. So we got fucked there. I mean, never mind. Just kidding. Now you know why I think all your goddamn 80 items are fucking retarded. I mean, probably not the best choice. Okay, I really don't want to chase this. Not a single good song yet. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go deaf. Well, good morning! It is now 5 a.m., I think? Not sure. Yes, I actually do wake people up like that. I mean, if you're a morning person, I'll do it, but not a morning person. Never mind. Holy shit, what the fuck? I don't know. I told you guys the AD runes are broken. I don't know why nobody ever listens to me. No, I mean like broken, not as in like in a good way, but like broken as in they don't work. Yeah, they don't do damage and I don't know why. I don't think it's funny how they're still scripting, even though I have like no mobility. I mean, I didn't mind. I wanted to see if you're scripting or not. I would have totally. I did not mind the super minions at all. Unless you're technically scared that you were gonna get exposed, then yeah, make more sense. I mean, I'm doing all that I can with my items and my runes, so it's obviously not me. Well, if I'm not gonna have a support, then I'm just gonna use my gold income. So, I mean, I'm trying the best that I possibly can right now without scripting, so I don't know, like, what more I can possibly do. Especially when my team's not really helping me. I never said I had to win, I'm just saying, like, whatever you're doing is not the rules. See, I told you. Nothing I can do. Who is 4-4? I only died like 2 times. Well, is Chase an American bank? I don't actually know. Well, the thing about business is you're not supposed to add your personal emotions to it. Like, that's the traditional business aspect of things, is never add your own personal emotions into a business deal. Like, you do not add your personal, okay, here, let me write it. Well, I support the traditional ways. I mean, the whole BMW thing is, like, questionable, because Benz technically is doing better economically. So, And yeah, Benz cars last longer than BMW cars, so yeah, it's questionable. Yeah, he's from America. No, I'm just saying from like um a superior intellectual level, BMW is not really technically intellectually superior to Benz. So no, games like this is actually how I got so good at 1v9s. That's why all my ADC games, when I actually do have a support and a team that helps me, ends really quickly if I wanted it to. So, I mean, it's not that bad. It just takes a lot of time, you know, because you gotta finish a game and then go through a game, you know. So yeah, the only bad thing is it takes like a shit ton of time and a shit ton of games. Well, there's some things that I just cannot say, like specifically what it is, so it's just easier to just say, you know what, fuck this, you know. You can't specifically say fuck what, you can only say fuck this, so there's only so much I can do about that. Well, that's the thing, hopefully I don't have to say it again. And they can just try to keep exposing me. Even if they are good journalists and they are on my side, they should still be exposing the shit that I say, regardless. That's what journalism is. Regardless if you're friends or not, you're still gonna have to report it because that's your job. No matter if they're friends or not, like, that's not important. Why would I get mad at someone doing their fucking job? That doesn't... Like, it's like, oh yeah, you're my friend, you're not supposed to arrest me. It's like, but, like, what? No. I'm not like that. If I know you're a police officer, if you're an FBI agent, I know that it is your job to arrest me, so why would I put you in a position like that? But, like I said, everybody's different. Ooh, is LCK coming on today? My hands have literally been hurting because I haven't put lotion on it. I mean, obviously, if it's going this fast, do you think I have a problem? Probably not, right? There's a reason why every time it doesn't load, I purposely open YouTube and load a video. I don't need a script or hack to, like, counter your bullshit, because it's just really not that smart. Anybody could tell. You know, I'm actually curious on MF since she doesn't do do anything anyways. I'm purposely not building attack speed. Why? I mean, is it that hard to figure out why? God damn it, why do you use my support? Why are you playing support, Ziggs? Fine, I'll play support, MF. You won't stop following me! Oh my gosh, Six, you were here the whole time? Holy shit. And I'm also purposely not building mobility. Why? Isn't that obvious? What is this? This is the full-on bounty hunter strat. No, I was watching Dope, I think, on Netflix, and they were like saying how he was raised like, and he has family members who are drug users, but he chose himself not to be a drug user, and he just catches drug dealers and he works for the bond company, so it's like whoever the bail bonds, because you know bail bonds is like when you cannot afford your bail, you go to bail bonds, and then they borrow money, and then it's like he hunts people who refuses to pay back their bail bonds after getting out of jail. That just inspired me. Although MF's story is nothing like that. She's kind of like this girl who fucks everyone and then betrays them. But alright. No, her story with Gangplank is just so fucked up, honestly. Like, I don't even support that lore. Why don't I get close? I feel like I just answered this question. Isn't that what Jordan Belfort got arrested for by the FBI? Is that really a good thing? Jax really want you. Oh. Oh no. Those are your fucking runes, man? Those my runes? Told you. If that happens, then there's a ward. I don't think this is a very good item anymore. A balance of attack speed and damage, honestly, I don't think it fucking matters. Personally, I feel like it should be debated between attack speed and damage, because if you balance it out, sooner or later there's gonna be hitting like a wall again. So I don't really think that matters. I feel like it should be everything. Thank you. So should not never be just one thing. But I like making the game really fucking difficult though, so I can see how like one thing or another makes the game easier. I think it's this item. Yeah, there's been scripts where they change your mobility. I think everybody's well aware of that. Who is aware of that? I think that was the problem before, where everybody would just build attack speed and then like no damage, and then they could do anything with it. I don't. No, but I know that attack speed runes are still broken as well, because the turret no longer takes the damage from attack speed. So like the only thing you get advantage on is just minions and the champions don't really do additional damage like it used to, you know? So champions are nerfed, and so is turrets. The only thing you get is minions, which is useless, in my opinion. No, this guy's like used to someone who heals them, you know? And I feel like that's why they keep dying. They're like waiting for a person to like come heal them, and like, I'm not gonna fucking heal you. Why don't I counter something that... Why? I'm trying to make this game harder for myself, not easier. If I wanted to make it easier, I play like Sivir every game. Sivir or Xayah. I don't understand. That's how you know it's a script, because it's like, I'm standing so far away, but for some reason I can still hit it. Like, that makes no fucking sense. Like, how the fuck am I hitting something when I'm like standing like if you're standing here and the minion's like here and you for some fucking reason you can still hit it because you clicked something, like, okay. Just because you doesn't mean like your range changes. Does that make sense? If you stand all the way over here and it's over here, like, you need to be this close. There's no reason why you can just be like, okay, I'm a Q here, and then it fucking works. Like, what, your range all of a sudden went from over here to like... That doesn't make any sense. Not really. You guys want to keep reporting people who are actually scripting. And it's like... But... Like... You know what I mean? So... Doesn't matter to me. My career does not rely on this. I can't turn it off. You're gonna have to fix that. Considering I'm not that heavy to carry, like... Okay, no. We can't have that. Need to free up a space. I don't know if I'm support or ADC anymore, honestly. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. I mean, I'm down for whatever. We can just play this not knowing who's ADC. I'm down too. I'm okay with anything, honestly. As long as I don't get AIDS, I'm okay. No, I was thinking about like having sex and I didn't want to get AIDS. So, just said I didn't want to get AIDS. Because, you know, if you have too many partners, then you get AIDS. Get it? No, I legitimately meant, like, I don't want too many partners to the point where I get AIDS. But I think you guys thought I meant, like, AIDS. Like, AIDS. No, that's not what I meant. What a waste of my mana, man. Look at it. I only have, like, fucking... I mean, 84 now. A lot of mana. No, that's why I said that clicking thing was a script, because it's like... You're hitting things outside of your range, which is fine if that's like, if you're okay with scripting and like that's just how you play. Oh my gosh, you brought back up? No, that's teamwork. No, that's what I meant by it's setting people up and it's making people give up hope on teamwork. Because it's like, I would have gotten out, you know, like that's how solo queue is supposed to be. You're not supposed to rely on another person for your own personal success, you know? But that's because of the stuff that YouTubers have said. Like, if you want to climb, you cannot rely on other people. But my point is, like, if you obey the rules, you should be rewarded. You know what I mean? So, well, if you're rich, you would know why that's important, but I don't think anybody is, so. Anyways. Well, think about it. If people who have salary jobs are like, well, I trusted the system, and I've been at this company for like 10 years, and yet I still haven't gotten a raise, and I've been the most loyal and the most obedient fucking employee ever, and your dad is like the CEO of the company, tell me how disobeying the rules is going to fucking help your dad right now. Your dad's gonna get fucking sued, and you're gonna go bankrupt. So how the fuck does that help you? Exactly, I know you guys are poor, that's what I'm saying, but you're not poor like the Bitcoin enthusiasts who are forced to farm Bitcoins and whatever all this shit. So... Not really. If I died, I would have way more time to talk shit to you. How did he do that? He jumped? You jumped it? Well, I don't got you, man. Sorry. Well, that's why rich people help me. Because they know I get it. But then if they help me, then it's because I'm a girl, or it's because I'm elitist, or whatever, all that shit, so... Yeah. Yeah, but the only thing you get is, like... minion buff. Holy Jesus. If I'm gonna be roaming to help you guys, then yeah, I need to buy boots. Always spread out so at least there's one person in each lane. That's how I like to play. No, that's why I said I need help. It took forever. Why? Because if he didn't script, then he would have burned my flash, and that would have been an easy kill for me later on. So it's like, exactly. Instead of one kill, he would have gotten way more for his team later, but... Well, that's my idea, not yours. Thank God I spammed the shit out of Lizard Squad and Mega Upload that they know it's my fucking idea now. What am I listening to? There's like no music. You know Ziggs has his alt, right? How do I know this? I always think everyone has their alt. Why? Because then you can't possibly fuck up. You think everybody constantly has their alt. Like, how can you possibly... Right? No, because you think highly of other people constantly. So there's no way you can make a mistake if you constantly think highly of other people. I don't think that excuse works very well. I'm trying to expose you, I'm not trying to get caught. fuck? How did I get this? Oh. Okay. I don't think that's why I purposely. Oh, thank you. So I guess building crit is still better than building AD. Because I got 2 crit items and I am doing hella damage compared to when I was doing AD. So is there gonna be a crit rune? Is that gonna be a thing? I mean, as much as I use my powers for good, I can also use it for bad. I just don't really want to go to prison. So, there's that. Yes. Who's blaming you? No, my runes. I don't have any mana runes. So I said 80's not working. Exactly. This is a huge gamble. Why is 6515 is really far away. I would not recommend. Yeah, but I don't gamble, so relying on kills is really not the way to win. You die every time. You're not good, sir. Oh! Not a sir, but okay. Oh, can't answer it, sorry. Thank you. This is why I don't want you guys to help me. Is there ever gonna be crit runes? Look at that, one forgotten. A beautiful butterfly. This is a bait. Cryptid bait. From a rich person's perspective of a person owning a company, can you see why I purposely always want to report people like this when they don't follow the rules and make every single person question the rules, even though there was nothing wrong with the rules to begin with? Knock it off. Well, that's why you should be blacklisted from every single company. Well, besides them on Discord, nobody else really wants you, right? So if you treat them like shit, then just know I'm gonna side with them and be like, yeah, no. Fuck this guy. I wouldn't trust him. Well, I kinda still have to help him even if I don't fucking want to, right? Because that's the rules. Nope, that's why the government is weak compared to organized crime. Because in organized crime, they would not be forced to help. Because they'd be like, look at this snitch motherfucker trying to put me in fucking jail, bitch, fuck this guy! And that guy would probably end up dead before anything happens, right? But I can see why so many people, like... No, that's what I'm trying to say about, like, the government and stuff, because you guys are saying, oh yeah, it's all the Chinese spies, it's all the entitled people, and I'm like, really? It's not always entitled people. Like, I don't think this person's entitled at all. Like, I don't think there's anything for this person to be entitled to. No offense. Like, I don't think this guy owns anything. Like, does that kind of make sense? Like, when you're entitled, you have stuff to be entitled to. You know, you're like a really rich person, so you feel entitled, right? But I don't think this person's rich at all. Like, I don't think this guy has anything at all. You know what I mean? So, I mean, maybe he thinks he's rich, but if you really compare him to, like, Bill Gates or, like, Jeff Bezos, like, yeah, no, this guy has nothing to be entitled to, you know? But, my point is... Well, if I was in Europe, it wouldn't really matter, right? Because I would get to play the elitist way that I enjoy playing. So, like, I mean, it doesn't really bother me, honestly. Well, first of all, I need to make sure that they're useful to you guys if they're not going to be obeying the rules. And if they're not going to be obeying the rules, then obviously they're not going to be, you know, so it's like I'm not just going to let it go one way. Like, see, here's the thing about me, okay? If you're going to help me, I'm going to help you the best that I can. But if you're going to fuck me, I'm going to fuck you the hardest that I can. Simple. That should be, yeah, that's how it usually is with the military, right? They give you food, they give you money, they give you shelter, they give you connections, but once you fuck them, man, they're gonna fuck you hard. Everybody's like that. I never said anybody was any different. Well, we can't really stream snipe them, DDoS them, and feed in all their games if we don't have reports like this, right? Because the last time somebody tried to do this, Donkey was banned, Jensen was banned, Duffy went to jail, Lizard Squad went to jail, so, like, obviously we know what happens when we don't make this shit public, so, I mean, honestly, like, if I really wanted to climb the Challenger and I had, you know, we could all play games like this, like, it really would not take very long. Like, so... it's really not that bad. I mean, think about it. Like, for us, we can do, like, what, 20-minute games? And when we were doing bot games, thank you, that shit was, like, a competition to see if we can finish that shit in 10 minutes. Like, I mean, we can't, like... they're actually easier than bots, because... I mean, if you understand it from my perspective, like... these people are more predictable than bots, and like, you know how exactly, thank you, remember how like we could not juke the bots, you know, because it's like when the bots are like, okay, I know you're going left, they automatically go to the left, you know. And then the Kale fucking alt, that shit was so fucking pissing me off so bad. I was like, dude, I'm about to juke this bitch because it's a fucking bot, right? But no, like, no, it's a bot. Like, no. Yeah, exactly. So, like, we all fucking know this, and that's why I was like, dude, like, if we really wanted to, like, really, you know, bring that shit right fucking back to them, like, honestly, I don't think any of them would ever be able to climb again. And, like, but the thing is, if we started all doing that, then it would technically look like we're, like, elitist, you know, or, like, we're classist, you know? We don't want certain people to play a certain rank, or we don't want people to do this and don't want people to do that. Then we become, like... the fucked up people, because we're like purposely suppressing them and purposely feeding in their games, that we become the people, you know what I mean? So like, I'm just like kind of just waiting, you know, for that moment, because it's like, if I really wanted to climb to Challenger and I had all of you guys to be on my team, and we were always on the same team and they were always on the enemy team, like, honestly, like, I honestly do not think they will ever win a game ever again. Like, so that might be a problem in itself, but the fact that Donkey's fans could boycott to the point where Riot literally had to sell ownership, like, I actually don't think it's a problem. I just think, like, I just don't want us to turn into the people that, like, you know what I mean? I don't want to give them the power to call us the bully one day. Because it's like, if... No, think about it. If someone new came into the community, right? And it was like their first time or whatever playing League of Legends, and then they come into esports and then they see us doing this, like, they're gonna see us as the people that we... Is that gonna make sense? I'm seeing it from their perspective, not like, oh yeah, you know, if every single person was introduced by somebody that we know, like, that's not likely, okay? But I'm just saying, like, we're gonna lose that fight, so I don't like losing. I'm really not playing feeder games. It's just nobody's coming to help me. So I guess, like, I don't know. I don't know if that's really considered feeding. I think it's just people who's deciding to feed instead of me. Does that kind of make sense? Like, if every single person on my team decided to feed, that's not really me deciding to feed, right? That's like 4 out of 5 people deciding to feed. That has nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? I'm like the one person that's not feeding, so how's it my fault? Well, that's the thing. That's what I was saying. If I'm the only one who wants to obey by the rules, then like you cannot really blame me for breaking the rules when I tried my best to not break it. You know what I mean? Like if everyone around me is breaking the rules and I'm sitting there like, bro, like just leave me alone. I don't want to break the rules, then like you cannot really be like, "Hey, you're the only person breaking the rules," because I'm not. So, no, we gotta uh-oh. Robot. No, next. Why didn't I explain this before? I didn't want to talk. There's some shit that I would do. Choco, what do you want from me? You want my love? Ow! Choco, I'm not wearing a bra, please. Be gentle with my titties. Sensitive. What am I doing? Oh, Zaya. I feel like Riot is trying this thing out where like certain champions will only be able to build with certain items. Because if you go full damage, like I am right now with Zaya, you're gonna be super fucking weak until like you're super late game. But if you build attack speed with attack speed runes, you are actually gonna do way better. I think that's interesting. How well it's gonna work, I don't know. Or if it's even gonna work, I don't know. I don't really want to play Caitlyn. I mean, if the community demands it, then yes, I will bring out the Caitlyn. But personally, not really interested. Not the most interested in playing Caitlyn. Oh, look at your scores. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Oh shit. Oh yeah. All right, I need to. Am I gonna get banned for this? Is making your game characters have sex like illegal? I thought the Overwatch porn was nice. But I'm a huge art person, so you know, art is art. Oh, run away! Oh, I took a damage. What are you, a Kale god? Did you just fucking heal yourself? You just left me to die, bro. Oh my gosh. Look at Kaisa, man. Look at this ADC main chillin'. Meanwhile, support main. Fucking dang. No, it's the mana. You know it's an ADC main when they don't use their mana. And you know it's a support main when all I do is spam. Kale, you have a big butt, man. Big booty. Wait, am I allowed to say that? Am I gonna get banned? What am I allowed to say? I feel like everything I say is just naturally inappropriate. Choco, stop! Look what you fucking did. I fucking pressed E for no goddamn reason. I don't even have any fucking feathers out. Yeah, dude. Sadad! Sadad! Oh, we haven't been seeing the sods in chat recently. Rip. Wait, am I allowed to say rip? Am I gonna get banned? No, it started out as a joke, but like, if you really think about it, it's not really a joke. Honestly, every time I hear like inappropriate comments, I just want to like moan, like really loud. Yeah, but if you guys just keep spamming it, like sooner or later, I'm gonna. It's okay if you get hooked. I'll, I'll, I don't know. I don't really have very much to help you. Hey, 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 hey! Be positive here. This is a positive game. Oh, I say that shit all the time. I'm like the most toxic bitch ever. Dude, it looks like Kale's shooting it out of her vagina. Or is it just me? Oh, I don't even remember where it was. I was just thinking about Kale's vagina. Oh, look at that vagina. Oh, we almost both died. Oh yeah, I forgot. God damn it. Oh, I really hope God damns it. But he never does, because he treats everyone equally. Yay. Not in a homosexual way. Homosexuality is called homosexuality, it's not called gay. That person is not gay, that person is homosexual. Rude. I mean, whole British Empire thing is probably the answer to your question. Dude, I feel like they're about to fuck us really hard with their massive dildos. Like, those black ass dildos, you know? The big ass! That's my question. Where is my damage? Oh, yes, Kale. Oh, yes. What? Who? Let's get this. What? Oh, I'm not Yumi. I was gonna hitchhike on the Kale, but I can't do the hitchhike. Oh man, dead. Oh yay, he's dead. I mean, oh, he's dead. Thank you though. Or I'm sorry. No, that happens all the time and it's hilarious. Because nobody gets to kill. Dude, Kale is like a dangerous support. Okay, so you got Klepto? Okay. Fuck! Run away! Run away! Okay, Pike is doing really good. And Kaden is doing very bad. Does this thing have mobility? Based? Energized? The fuck? What does that even mean? Does this damage? No. Damage. So confused. What is it? Are we losing or winning? I don't fucking know, man. I play ADC a lot more than you think I do. Don't feel bad, man. Oh my god. I missed it. My cough like fucked it up. Well, I mean, the problem now is this sounds so elitist. It's not fair. Oh, whatever, whatever. Why not? Oh my gosh. Jungle, 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 jungle. Oh, run away, run away. Dude, they're gonna finish this before I even get there. Oh my fucking god, dude. Kind of fucking annoying. Honestly, if you just listen to the beats, it's just this doesn't have anything else. Oh, Dirty Feet brand. Oh, go kill. Oh, do it. Kill. Okay, we're fucked. Yeah, I don't know where you're going. I don't have anything. Go back. Watch Rengar come out of nowhere, trap me, jump me, and one-shot my ass. Just wait. Just watch. Why is it fun to play with me? Because I was pretty much raised by you guys anyways. Raised by the wolves. Hey, is caramelized raisins delicious? Because if you think about it, if it's like tang hulu kind of thing, and you dip that shit, and it's like, yum. Dude, where did everybody go from the map? I don't really want to say fight me, cause you know when you say fight me, like y'all aren't ready for that. Like, don't ever say that. Oh, I've learned it a few times. Definitely not saying it again. I missed it. No, it's the attack speed. Usually when you get your attack speed up, you can do it without... Where the fuck is Rengar, man? How do you guys have such big balls to push without knowing where Rengar is? Can I say balls? 7-1. Dude, that guy's gonna one-shot me. And I'm not ready to die. And kill. Kill. God kill. God tier kill. I need to learn this build. You let me down for the last time, Zaya! All you do is let me down. This whole time I play so good and all you do is let me down. Yeah, yes, I'm sorry. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Dude, that shit was all over LimeWire. The Clinton administration was lit. Oh shit. Like, the more Kane helps, the more it doesn't help. Kane, please. If you're gonna feed, can you feed them into my direction? That'd be great, thanks. We have no control. Oh my god, no. No, don't give us the advice. Hey, can I go help my team? I really want to go help my team, honestly. We're losing bad. Really want to help. This is one of the things I hate about ADC. I can't just go and help my team. I have a job. Yes! Kale! Kale! No, no, no! No! Don't do that! No, no, no! Oh, fuck. I told you not to do that. How did I know? You're really good. They're gonna try and find ways to fuck you. Oh, he didn't play Xayah when Xayah first came out. That's why he doesn't know about the feathers. Yeah, only people who play Xayah since she came out knows about that. I'm always counting here. I'm like 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11. Give me 11. Every time you guys nerf her, man. Waiting for you to come. Oh, run away. No, Kale. No, stop. No. Oh my gosh, she's here. Damn it! Why you got me out of my lane? You have like no damage. Yeah, Rengar doesn't. Why? There's no point. I want to help my team so bad. I want to help my team, but I can't leave my lane. Not really. If I was playing with him, then we can communicate and then we can roam together. But no, that's not how this game is played. Oh my god, that was such a long stun. What am I gonna do? I don't know. Now I can roam. Alright, so he has a slow and the thing, and no need. What does that mean? Literally means there's no point. I just need a predictor, predict their movements, because the reason, okay, so the only time I decide to use this is if one of them has slow and none of them has slow. They just all have stun or just like super damage. So I just need to make sure I predict their movements, because not really slowing me. Yeah, but that's what I mean by I would have to roam with him. I trust his skills and he trusts my skills. So. Well, if you're gonna be talking about scripts, then I might as well not play the game. I'll just sit on the sidelines and hack the fuck out of you. I don't even have to be part of the game. Oh, yes! He maxed out something else. Whatever that is. I don't want to know. Because whatever it is gonna kill me. I don't know anything. I'm weak. I'm iron. NA. Yeah. I mean, you guys don't fall for my shit, but good work. Honestly, I've just been talking about the game. No, no, no. Oh my gosh. What the fuck? Hill, you motherfucker, you brought that goddamn crow into my motherfucking lane. I would scream so loud at you right now. So fucking loud! But it's okay. It's just a game. But it's not just a game. I'm okay. Conflicting emotions. Fine. It's fine. Oh my god. Damn it, Kayla! I had about like 40 seconds to reflect on my death. What is there to report? Fucking kidding me? Oh! They're starting to script? I mean, obviously. Yeah, but it's hard to script when you're in game, so I always prefer to just watch. Yeah, that's why we shouldn't. How come I don't use scripts? Because the game gets harder, not easier. Already easy enough. I mean, you might think it's hard, but it's really not that hard. It's a personal problem. No, the stream sniping me. Isn't? No, it's not. Why? Because I get really good at fucking team fights. I don't know. You guys need to figure it out. Honestly, I'm just like trying to get like gold, and then like I can't even get any minions. Yeah, but I'm still not in range. You see why it's weird that you would still be able to hit it? Um, yeah, but scripting doesn't win games. I mean, it wins games, but if I was to hack your computer, you wouldn't be winning anything, right? And considering I have real life connections, right? If that's the game that you wanted to play, I can easily go there. I just thought, you know, I would give you a fair playing field. Well, if they do it based on how long you've been part of it, then I would automatically win, right? But I don't like to threaten people. So, do whatever you want. I can see you. No, I said it's fine. I mean, he's kind of predictable. I don't really need scripts to predict what he's gonna do. Especially if this guy's just gonna snitch on me with the fucking FBI. Well, technically you're the one scripting, not me, so... Well, first of all, I wouldn't be playing the game, because I don't want you catching me on video doing it. So, that's that's point number one, so... I thought you were bragging about how you knew people in real life. Well, scripting, first of all, is a federal offense in America. So, I don't know what the fuck, or how the fuck to answer you right now. I didn't call the FBI. If anything, I called the opposite of the FBI. The FBI is not gonna kill you. Yeah, I think you are thinking of the wrong person here. The FBI doesn't kill people. The opposite of the FBI does. The FBI just puts people in jail, they don't kill people. Didn't Pokimane say she have a bunch of people she could expose me with all the stuff that I've done in my past? Tell me again how I've ever sold those people out, though. It's not a secret. That's why I've been open about organized crime. That's why I've been open about cocaine use. That's why I've been open about sex work. Nothing's really a fucking secret, honestly. Just gonna make everybody know that you are a goddamn snitch like I fucking said you were. Because you're the only one exposing it. That's why I called you a fucking snitch. Because that's what you are. You're the only one talking about it. Not me. Haven't said a single person, haven't said a single anything. I actually advocated for it because I know damn well about my past. So I never pretended like I was better than anybody, unlike you. Oh yeah, you know, no, like with Pokimane, you can just tell she used to do a lot of cocaine. Like, if you've ever done cocaine in the past, like, honestly, like, you don't, it's so fucking obvious. Like, she's one of those girls that would, like, borrow, like, hundreds of dollars to do cocaine, and then, like, try to call the cops because she couldn't afford to pay them back. So, like, I mean, as a person who's done cocaine in the past, like, I can just tell. You know, she owes somebody some kind of money, honestly. Like, I don't owe anybody any money, so I'm always calm as fuck. You know? But Pokimane's obviously not calm. So, I mean, just based on that, you can already tell she owes someone money. I mean, it would make sense why certain people are stalking her, considering she has money now, you know? So it would make sense if I was her drug dealer being like, wait, this bitch owes me hella money. Well, I don't think any parent just goes, hey, like, go and sell yourself. Like, well, actually, I think Moroccans are actually, like, kind of big into the whole prostitution thing, aren't they? Like, there's a lot of Moroccan prostitutes, and, like, right? So maybe it's not that weird. Maybe it's a pretty normal thing for them. This is what I mean by it's a bad build. Why? Nothing's building into anything. How convenient. See, now it's weird because she doesn't have the range, right? But she had the range the whole entire time earlier. I'm not the one who's gonna come find you. This is me without scripts. See why I need to gather information? Like, these motherfuckers are gonna get me arrested. Like, the shit that I actually want to do to them, they're gonna fucking get me arrested. I guarantee you that. I do that with melee champions. What I mean is don't expose yourself for an iron game. No, that's the... And you fed. What does that mean? I mean, considering how if we wanted to get them back for it, they're win trading. It's not like they can really do anything, right? So, that's what I mean by it's not worth an iron game. Just accept it. No need to turn on anything. Well, Jensen kind of is forced to do this, actually. Because if Jensen gets caught doing anything, he's gonna get banned. And we all know damn well they got their fucking finger on the record button. So. No, that's why I refuse to be a pro player. So I can keep sending you guys these reports. So you guys, you know. You know. No. Oh my god, you guys are boosting me again. Fuck off. I'm gonna just walk away from this situation. XJ9 is not a pro. Honestly, I'm just here for the gold. Oh my god. No, I don't want to fight as a team. If we're all independently super strong, then when we do work as a... Oh my god. Took my gold. So I decided to walk back to base. Yeah. I think that would work very well. Oh. Dude. You have no synergy. That looks so obvious if you do it that way. I don't even care about Baron. I actually want them to get Baron because then I can practice, like, you know, the damage on super minions, you know? Who thought of that? When people were watching me play bot games, they're like, oh, but it's not accurate because there's no super minions. So, like, how do you know, like, you know, that you're actually good, you know? I think it was a great point. No, 8. Oh, hit me with the 9. Oh, yes! No, I actually don't think Riot will let me go past, like, 8 or 9 anymore. RIP 11! Ah! Sorry. I think we're the reason why Riot got nerfed. I mean, Xayah got nerfed. I'm 90% sure. I don't know why she keeps fucking trying to bring me up. I'm fucking over here farming. What an idiot. GG! Let's see. Well, if I'm not even gonna make it public, then that means the only other person who's snitching would possibly most likely be you. How long am I dead for? Is this endgame? Okay. Considering your dumbass fucking brain decided to ban Jensen, I think we all should learn from this ban and still find a way to come back on top. I mean, I can guarantee you Pokemon's just gonna try and get me arrested by the federal government if I ever script, so it's not really a hard decision for me. Watch, for fuck's sake. Oh. She doesn't take... I mean... Well, considering Zed's lore, Zed was actually a really good teacher. Like, he was as good as Shen, but because of elitist and some other fucked up bias, he was somehow not as good, even though he was just as good as Shen. So, I mean, based on that lore, I wouldn't say it's exactly accurate. Because you're not exactly better. Oh my god. I was always in range? No wonder it didn't work, because she almost died. You know, scripts like that are really easy to tell, because it's like, you know they would have died if they didn't use that script, you know? But, it's whatever. Oh my god, if it wasn't for all the goddamn federal copyright laws. Goddamn Pokemon snitching on me, man. No, that's why I actually don't mind Koreans, Europeans, or like Chinese people, because like it's kind of fun. That's why I've been I'm trying to change it so it's just like programming, not like scripting, because it's really not just scripting, you know? It's also writing programs, and I just don't know what the fuck they're doing actually. Here, let me just write it. Well, I mean, considering I'm always tweeting the FBI and then I'm tweeting the organized crime, like, and Pokemon snitching on me, I think, you know, I got a pretty decent amount of people trying to watch my shit constantly. But I've had certain people like, well, here's the thing, you know, like when you're hanging out with drug users, you know, like there's always that like group of people who like are so fucking good at selling drugs, and then like they're doing it not because they think it's cool or they want to, but they just don't have as much money as anybody else, you know. And like personally, if you're gonna be like an entitled white person trying to purposely oppress the person so he can forever be your drug dealer, then I mean, you kind of have no one to blame but yourself, right? Because you're purposely trying to make sure that guy doesn't do anything else. So it's like, if does that kind of make sense? So I mean, well, it kind of hurts. No, see, that's what I mean by it's like an American thing, you know? Like, I feel like only in America do you get murdered for doing your job. You know what I mean? And that's why I always laugh at what Trump is saying, because I'm like, you realize it's because of people like Trump that, like, America is weak, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you understand it from like a drug dealer's perspective, because it's kind of like, well, if your job is to like sell as much drugs as possible, then why would you try to like rob another drug dealer kind of thing? Because it's like, I'm more used to like organized crime, you know. So if it's organized crime, then that means like there's gonna be certain people for certain thing. It's like certain people focus on selling drugs, certain people focus on like the territory, right? But then when it comes to people like Trump, it's kind of like, so even if I do my best, I'm still gonna get fucked. So then what is the point of doing my best? You know what I mean? Because it's like, if you think about like the way Trump does things, it's kind of like, you know, you don't have to be the best apprentice, because you can just claim bankruptcy and then you can just claim it from the Federal Reserves. So it's kind of like, so you don't have to try hard, because even if you try hard, you're not going to get rewarded. And like, it's like the less you do, the better you are, you know, kind of thing. Because that's pretty much what Trump is. I mean, I understand he's like a puppet and all, but people are still inspired by him, and that is what is very irritating to me, you know? Considering, like, I don't really know a lot of the other presidents, because I feel like the only last one that was really bad was like Bush and Clinton, I think, when Clinton cheated. But even then, I feel like politicians tend to always cheat anyway, so like that wasn't even really like an insult. But no, that's why like when Michelle Obama and Barack Obama were hella close, I'm like, bro, this shit seems hella fake. Like, I bet they fuck hella different people when nobody's watching. All right, anyways, no, that's just what I think. It's just, it's still nice to see it, honestly. Like, if you had to give me the choice of listening to Barack Obama's fake ass speeches versus Trump's, I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about, I think I would choose Barack Obama's any day, because at least like it seems intellectual rather than this like crackhead. Like, if you have ever taken a bus, right? And then there's like these tweakers or like these homeless people that just like talks to themselves, or like that is like super incoherent, and then you listen to Trump and you're like, holy Jesus, like, why does Trump sound like one of the homeless people that takes the buses? Like, how the fuck is this guy so rich? So like, I feel like just that is making people lose hope in the government and the whole system. And I mean, that's not really good, you know. You're not supposed to make people lose hope, you're supposed to give them hope. But what does this have to do with this kind of behavior? Because you're making people lose hope. Does that kind of make sense? Because there's a lot of, like, I understand if you're like as build S9. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna go here. Okay, so you see how there's stuff like this, right? Where you try, like, okay, this one has the most votes, so then you do exactly as it says, right? Hypothetically, if you're gonna follow the rules, whether it is riot terms of use, no. Write Summoner's code. Because I know a lot of Koreans. I know Koreans, Europeans, and Korea, China, and Europe. Yeah, Korea, China, and Europe. Completely, this does not apply to you guys because you guys don't fucking care. So, I know. So, like, does that kind of make sense? Like, I understand you guys don't even fucking play by this shit, which is fine. Because you guys play by this. And, like, you uphold this as much as other people upholds this. Does that kind of make sense? So if you're not gonna play this way, then at least you're playing this way. But these people, like the people that I just reported, these people do not play this way. They don't play either way. They're just like coming here to like ruin it for everyone. You know, it's like if I obey this, I'm made fun of. If I obey this, I'm made fun of. Like, you cannot do that to a community and expect nothing to happen to you. Like, someone is going to lose their shit because they're like, I fucking did what you fucking told me to do. What the fuck? You know? And I think that's probably most of the problems, because I feel like there's some really good boosters who are just like, yes, if you follow the rules, if you do as I tell you, then you will be fine. You know what I mean? And then there's these people who fucking do games like this that just completely like just don't fucking get it, you know? And it's like, nobody even fucking told you to do this. And then they're like, no, but you did tell me to do this. And it's like, I don't think that they would tell you to do something like this. And that's why I was trying to like give you guys this thing, because I was like, you know, this is a children's game. And like, I'm not saying, and that's why I was trying to like figure out a way so then like they can still climb, but not climb to like challenger. You know, and that's why I started emphasizing on the fact that Worlds, like, you cannot go to Worlds unless you know how to play like China, Korea, and Europe. Like, you cannot, and this is another thing about the whole like Hong Kong thing that I think a lot of people need to understand. Like, you cannot try to force China, Korea, or Europe to do what Americans do. Like, it's not your country. Like, you cannot do that. You need to respect them. And since this is an international game, like, if you cannot play on their level, like, you will lose. That's it. Like, period. End of story. Does that make sense? Because in Europe and China and Korea, like, this is perfectly legal. So, like, now you're gonna force all these people to obey your American rules when they don't even live in America? That makes no fucking sense. And I think that's what a lot of people, and especially if you look at the economy about, like, what Trump has done, I think a lot of people are really, really fucking annoyed by this, because they're like, we aren't even Americans. Like, why the fuck do you want us to listen to you? Like, what the fuck? And I think that's why American stocks are doing very good, but then everybody else is doing bad, because it's, how does that affect? Okay. How is American stocks doing well and they're doing bad? Honestly, I don't really know. Because it doesn't really make any sense, because it's not like anybody's really buying anything from America anymore. So, like, I mean, it's just like stock market stuff, you know? But I'm just letting you know, like, I mean, the rest of the world, like China, Europe, everybody's like still trading with each other, and they don't really need Americans. So I feel like this is just kind of like a moment in time kind of thing. Why? Because if you think about it, let's not go with Bill Gates. Let's go with how much stocks does Jeff Bezos own? 16% of the company. So that means the stock went down. No. So the couple owns 16% of the company. So that means there is another, oh god. Okay, so Amazon Wiki. Hold on. So Amazon has industry founders. So key people is Jeff Bezos, CEO, president, CTO. So that means he has a whole entire board of directors that own like what 90% of the stock market, and then there's only like 10% that is really owned by normal people, right? So I mean, honestly, it's just really just that. Like, that's it. That's the end of it. And It's funny because Amazon is not charging anybody extra for like, except for extra shipping, which is common sense. Like, what the fuck? So honestly, the whole like Nasdaq thing, if you really understand the stock market and you really understand how international currency and international economics works, like it's really just like politics right now. So that's why I was just kind of laughing, because if you read the international news, like China and Europe, they're all getting super close because they don't really want to trade with America. So everybody in the world is finding alternatives to trading with America, which is actually going to be really fucked up for everyone except for Amazon, because Amazon does not say, "Oh, hey, you're from China, you're not allowed to sell." You know, and then Amazon also does not tax Chinese sellers higher or like European sellers higher. So the only person that's really going to win here is Amazon, which doesn't really matter to any of us because on an international scale, it doesn't even matter. But I'm just saying, in terms of like gas, oil, military, like I feel like every single person is using the excuse of, "Oh, hey, you hate Trump. Oh, we hate Trump too. Let's be friends." And in terms of Apple, I feel like they're just going super bankrupt now because the only thing they have is copyright and streaming. And that's also because of me, because they have the most copyright. But then at that point, we can just use Spotify. And Spotify is an American company as well. So. LCK is not on. We got 20 minutes of fuck this. Please don't step on that. Is LCK online? Nope. Not online. Okay, here, let me explain it to you this way. Nasdaq FTSE. I don't even know how to fucking do this. How do I compare? Compare to Nasdaq. How do I compare two stocks? I think Yahoo has it. What the fuck is mutual fund? I think it's UKX. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck stock symbol is. Dude, I don't even know what the fuck this is. I don't understand how this works. Yeah, I don't know. What is advisor? What is this? What is the difference? I don't get it. It's meant to block out retards like me. Alright, anyways, I don't really need that shit. I was just fucking with you guys. Goddamn idiots. Alright, anyways, so as you can tell right here, I can easily just do it this way. Why? I will tell you why. You see how right here... Hold on, I'm trying to do it so you guys can see what it is. So you guys don't have to like zoom in or anything. Okay. Trying to do it so you guys can all see it in one window. Okay. So right here we have what? Trump did a really good job since we fucking something he came into something or something like that. Okay, so as you can tell right here, I'm trying to do it so then you guys can still see like what everything is. Okay, so this is the FT index, this is the Shanghai, which is China. So let's see, I think it was like the same during 2018. No, actually Europe was higher. So if you look right here, it's in the what? 7778, right? So 7778. 7778. Right here. So they were pretty much the same. So Europe was pretty much on America's side. But Trump is a fucking retard and he done fucked that up. And then is going back down again. I mean, can you see why Europe's considering working with China now? Right? So I mean, it isn't that hard to figure it out because they do have numbers right here. Like, they show you numbers right here. So you can just go through it and be like, and then you can see it. Well, the reason why I didn't want to do max is because it's not going to focus on the last few years and it's going to give you too many years. And I think I only wanted to focus on like these few years right here. No, the reason why I didn't want to just show you guys based on like what the graph looks like is because of these specific numbers right here. Does that kind of make sense? I mean, yes, but no. Because if you look right here, this is 8.2, right? It looks like, oh yeah, it's super high, this is an 8. Like, no, it's only 7.7. So, it's not the same. But, I just thought it was fucking hilarious that you guys would even try. Anyways, you guys obviously don't know how to fucking use stock market shit, huh? Anyways, so yeah, that's kind of why I said, you know, the way Trump is doing stuff is kind of making everybody want to fight against America, because it's like, I mean, Europe and America were on pretty good terms, you know, with the whole like European import stuff, but then like, you know, so yeah, well, I mean, if you look at the history of the stock market, there's always been, especially American stock market. What's that mafia guy name? Stock market mafia crime or something like that? I forgot. Where was it? No, not him. Oh, here we go. So the defendant include the alleged captain of the Banano, an alleged soldier of the Joe, something like that, something. Members of organized crime were not the first to seek easy money by artificially inflating the demand and price for stocks. They saw an opportunity and seized it. A recurrent theme in her investigation is that organized crimes go where the money is. Oh man. I think it was like mob. I don't think it was fraud. I think it was something else. You see how right here he says business is business? That's exactly what I'm trying to do. Like, this is business. This is business. So like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't, honestly, I feel like I should be like running organized crime or something. Like, why am I the one to teach people how to fucking do this? No, I'm just trying to bring some organization to it, you know, like, because if you're gonna be doing this, then just fucking strictly follow this, you know? Like, this is no longer gonna apply to you, so I don't know why you guys keep bothering to report. Like, and I don't even know why Riot fucking answers it. That's my question. Yeah, but I haven't broken any of your rules yet, because they're very clearly written. There's not really anything you can do to me. And here's another thing. Because I am a Neopets person, like, I actually support the way that the- oh, that's fancy. I actually support, like, whoever's creating these things, and that's kind of why I'm like... So, I mean, I can see why, like, the stock market and the mafia have such a hard time, because this is literally what the fuck we're dealing with right now. Where it's like, it's really not that illegal. But for some goddamn fucking reason, this is all fucking related, you know? But... Oh, he did! Yes, thank you! Or maybe they used Wall Street. Oh. What did he do? What did he do? What was the crime that he committed on it, though? Swindles? What's a swindle? Was it stock? Okay. In the last 3 years, Frank authorities have been indicted on $1 million stock market swindles. Mr. Lino has since... Who's Lino? I'm so confused. Oh my god. Okay, so I was watching Inside the American Mob, and there was something about him being something with the stock, something I don't remember. Man, he had something to do with Wall Street crashing or something? No. He didn't crash Wall Street. He did something, I don't even fucking know. This racketeering. I don't get it. Mafia related stock market. Some fucking no. Okay. Securities fraud? I don't even know what the fuck any of this means. Stock fraud? Was it a stock? Did he do stock market fraud or something? Remember? Man, what the fuck was this? It's no longer on Netflix. I don't know where the fuck I can watch it. No, there's this episode about Joseph Massino in Inside the American Mob, and I forgot what it is. Something about the stock market or something that he used to control, something like that. But I cannot find it anywhere here. So you guys are gonna have to watch it. I already watched it, so I already know what it is. And that's why, like, most of the things at a stock market, I try not to be dumbass about it, because, you know. So, if you haven't watched it already, I highly suggest you go fucking watch it before you make a stupid goddamn mistake. So. Anyways, so like I said, these two things, what does that have because I was talking about the stock market and the mafia, because that's what they're. Does the mafia still control the stock market? Mm. What does this mean? Scroll. Jesus. Oh man, that's a lot of people. I mean, I have better family values than most of you guys anyways, so I don't think I would be scared. But, like, honestly. If anything, I don't really appreciate how much you throw the family under the bus constantly, but that's just me. I mean, if you're gonna be bragging about the whole stock market thing, I would think you would have better family values, but I mean, I do. No. Okay, so remember, so the Supreme Court. What was his name? Facebook? No. Google terms of use changes. Whoa, that works. Thank you. Nope, not this one. Okay, remember when you guys watched the speech on C-SPAN or whatever, and then the Supreme Court was like, oh, whatever, whatever? I forgot that the Supreme Court is not controlled by Trump. I thought Trump was like, you know, but they're not. They're like separate. So that was my mistake. There has not been, I mean, yeah, besides the Foxconn thing, but well, I actually supported the Supreme Court with a privacy thing because it makes sense. Like, why would I disagree with that? And like from a terms of use perspective, thank you. Like we all read the I mean, I read the Android thing, so I mean even I thought it was a little bad considering I'm not even a lawyer and I thought it was written a little badly. But that's just me. So I confused Donald Trump with the Supreme Court. That's why I was like, oh, Donald Trump has some good policies, and then I realized I think that was the Supreme Court. So I might have to take that back there. Donald Trump on immigration, I don't think he knows what the fuck he's doing. Like, I think Donald Trump is just kind of a figurehead in this situation. Well, his racist rallies are not really making me like him very much. um Trump hurting American farmers. And then there was the Trump veterans healthcare, I think. A breakthrough. Uh No, I like to click on the news because then it gives me the latest. Well, the Obama administration already tried to investigate it. He also fired somebody. Something states for now, but the VA misconduct will be punished. So, I mean, technically it's because Obama did this that, you know, and then Trump is kind of pushed to do this because if Obama's gonna do it and you're not gonna do it, then like. So, I don't really know if I can say it's all of Trump doing this. Dude, honestly, what has this guy done? I guess maybe the Kanye West thing. Good point. See, I think this is what I like about Swedish people. I mean, in Taiwan, we just deal with it in a organized crime kind of way, but kind of just obliterates the point of needing to do that. But hey, no, that's why I said I actually kind of like the stock market. But anyways, so yeah, is there anything else Trump has actually done? Not really, honestly. Like everything he does is kind of just like a publicity stunt, and like I don't understand. Oh yeah, I actually kind of like this. I do agree with this. The US citizenship test. I like this. Because a lot of immigrants are actually super fucking smart. Like I feel like immigrants are actually smarter than American born people. So I actually super like this. Not the whole green card visa, work visa thing. This is like different. So I actually do like this change that Trump is making. Instead of building the wall, he should have just done this in the first place, honestly. What is that, Ericsson? Sony Ericsson? Nope, it's gone. And it's gone! Alright, Trump administration place. What changes? How the fuck am I supposed to know? I don't even think he's done. I don't care about these people. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, this is a lot. Well, the reason why I like immigration is because it pushes the American people to do better. And that's kind of why I encourage organized crime as well, because it's like if Americans don't want to do better, then they should still have the chance to not do anything at all. If that makes any sense. Like if you don't want to do anything at all, then you should have that option to not do anything at all. And that's kind of why I like the Europeans universal healthcare kind of system, because it's like, well, you know, at least it's still beneficial to somebody, you know. But I can understand from Tara Babcock's point of view how that might be really fucked up, because it's like you have all these like influx of people and people who don't really care about healthcare versus like a person who actually cares and will pay for it. So I understand what she's saying, and that's why I was saying like hospitals are technically non-profit, but I think that is just for tax purposes. Like, if you think about it, if there was a for-profit hospital that is especially only for-profit, then they would have a lot more resources and a lot more money to actually get. And that I think that's Tara Babcock's point. is if you're going to be willing to pay for better healthcare, you should be able to receive better healthcare. And that's, I think, her main perspective on universal healthcare, which makes a lot of sense for the 50th fucking time. So, yeah, do I support universal healthcare? Yes, because most people who do a shit ton of drugs are kind of the people that, you know, would probably most likely benefit for everyone. So yes, I support universal healthcare in that sense, but in the concept that Tara Babcock is trying to say, which is so you don't lower the standards of healthcare, thank you, then fuck yeah, I would much rather pay for healthcare and get better quality healthcare than not pay for healthcare and just get mediocre service, which is exactly what she was complaining about. She's like, I don't want free healthcare because it's already really bad right now, so if I get free healthcare, it's probably gonna get even worse even though I'm already paying for it. So, I know exactly where she's coming from, but just understand that... No, I think I tweeted it to her or some shit like that. But, thank you. It's like, because hospitals are non-profit, you know, and they run non-profit because they don't have any other way of funding the doctors. But with Tara Babcock's concept of paying for healthcare, you should have more than enough money, you know? Yeah, but that's not really her problem. Like, corruption is not her job. You know what I mean? If she's gonna be paying you like a very fucking premium price to give her the best fucking healthcare possible, then you need to do that because you're a business. Is that gonna make sense? It's no longer, oh yeah, you're a nonprofit, so then it's like federally funded and you get like free shit all the fucking time. It's like, if she's paying you fucking healthcare, like she needs her fucking shit. You know what I mean? So, there. But yeah, I do agree. Tara Babcock's concept is very good because healthcare is kind of shit. I'm not gonna lie. But, no, because I think what she's saying is the whole, like, waiting room thing. Because if you're doing universal healthcare or Medicare, then yeah, of course, it makes sense why you would have to wait because it's not fucking like you're paying for a short line kind of thing, you know? But if she's saying she's willing to pay for better health service, then that means she does not want to wait in line, and she does not want to wait in a fucking waiting room, and she wants an appointment when she wants, and that's why she's willing to pay you for it. No, I think that's why she keeps saying she wants... Oh my god. Like, the Veterans Hospital and, like, Medi-Cal, that's, like, free. You know, so the wait time and all that is gonna be bullshit. But I think what she's saying now is even when she is paying for her own healthcare and it is not universal like Veterans and Medicare, she's still getting really shitty service even though she's paying. And I think that's what's annoying her. And I completely agree. But what I don't think she understands is most hospitals are still non-profit. And that's why I said if someone wants to open a for-profit hospital with a higher health insurance rate, then they would be able to have shorter lines, you know, because they would be taking way more money. Exactly. No, most hospitals are nonprofit. Really? Yes. What hospitals are for profit? For profit hospitals. Okay. So HCA. Okay, here. Oh yeah, they also don't pay federal stuff because they're nonprofit, so they're exempt. Yeah, see, here. This explains it the best. While for-profit hospitals have traditionally been located in southern states, the economic collapse of the early 2000s catalyzed the acquisition of non-profit hospitals by for-profit companies. Some nonprofit hospitals are finding other ways to improve their finances, like the joint venture launched in whatever in the United. So I think the reason why she keeps complaining about this is because she's going to non-profit hospitals, because that's where her healthcare is sending her in her area. So I'm just letting you know. See here, this is I think the main reason why she's getting such a long wait time. For-profit hospitals can lawfully release patients who lack the ability to pay for further treatment after they establish that they are out of danger. Non-profit hospitals are obligated to treat all conditions, whether life-threatening or not, regardless of the patient's financial or health insurance status. And I think that's where she's getting spammed with so many people waiting in line, and I think that's why she keeps like getting really frustrated. But I'm just letting you know there are for-profit hospitals. Thank God they exist, because oh my God. But no, it's like ambulances. You know, there's different ambulance companies. Ambulance companies. There's like fucking like 50 different fucking. There's also the fucking there's a bunch of different ambulance companies. Which one's the best? Fuck if I know. But just know they like it's a business. So how do I know so much and didn't go to school? I actually did go to school. I just didn't feel like leading the way and helping retards pass. So they got nothing out of me. Anyways, yeah, that's about it. What does this have to do with League? Everything? Are you serious? Okay, let's learn from the stock market, right? If you're gonna be playing everything by the rules, obviously that has nothing to do with the mafia, right? You can just... Buying stocks is not illegal. Okay, that's a lot of ads. Man, I don't know how to fucking do this. Oh man, I usually just ask my mom or ask my grandma. Hold on, I can't just tell you guys to go fucking find my grandma. Like, that's just wrong. Alright, so, I mean, maybe if you go to your chill, wait, hold on, not everybody can afford Chase. Bank of America? I don't think this is what that is. I think that is your, like, annual shareholders review. Not the same, sorry guys. Wrong link. Okay, here we go. For client, oh fuck. It just takes minutes to open your account online. Okay, you guys, just call your fucking local bank, honestly. Go talk to a banker, because that's all I got right now. Besides all this spammy questions that make no fucking sense. LCK? For real? Hello? Hello? Oh my gosh. Okay, got fucked. Hold on. Trying to leave. Did I read it the wrong day? Oh, it's because it's not today. No, yes there is. There's fucking China. China. Man, there's no 30 minutes. I don't give a fuck, I'm leaving. Alright, anyways. I can't drag this out any longer. Alright, but yeah, the only thing I don't like about this behavior is it makes people question it. So it's like, if you're gonna play like this, then fucking play like this. Stop trying to make it and ruin it for everyone. And if you're gonna play like this, then play like this and don't fucking ruin it for anyone. You know, it's really that simple. It's just I'm saying it kind of complicated since they obviously don't understand it from a simple perspective. And if you're gonna play like this, just know it's pretty much like the stock market and the mafia. It's not so simple anymore, you know? Like, if you're gonna play by these rules, the reason why I say this is because I want kids to be able to come into this game and actually play this game and not have parents worry about it, you know? I mean, that's just what I'm gonna push for. But if you're gonna be obviously doing this stuff, it's not like I can really help you. Because I'm not part of the mafia. So I don't know how I would be able to help you, actually. Even if I wanted to, I don't think I can, because I don't know anything about the mafia. So, I don't know, man. What else is there? Why do I associate this with the mafia? I mean, it's not like you guys play Neopets, right? So if you play Neopets, you understand, like, not everything's this dark, but if you don't really understand anything about Neopets, it's kind of hard to explain to you, like... Does that kind of make sense? Because a lot of people who, like, play Neopets, who do not play Neopets, think, like, oh yeah, you know, if you can write fucking codes, you're like a fucking hacker. And I'm like... You realize, like, it's really not that difficult, right? Like... To be able to write something like this is really, really, really not as difficult as, like, they make it out to seem. Like, writing something like this is not that hard, you know? But I feel like there's a lot of people like this who are like, oh my gosh, you know, you wrote that by yourself? Like, you're a total hacker. And I'm like, okay. Just because I can write something like this, it does not make me a hacker by any means of the definition. You know what I mean? Like, just because I can write Neopets codes, or just because I can do this stuff, it does not make me a hacker. But a lot of people automatically think, oh yeah, you know, if you can do this on Mobifier, if you can write, if you know this, or like if you know which programs work with which items, you know, you're automatically a hacker. I'm like, that is not what that means. And that's kind of why, like, I just kind of don't bother trying to teach people the distinction. Jesus. I don't try to teach people the distinction or how to tell the difference, because I'm just like, you know what, like, even if I tell them the distinction, it doesn't really matter, because we're gonna lack the ability to protect ourselves, like, because the FBI is really not gonna be able to do anything. Because if you think about it, like, Jordan Belfort, like, the FBI took so many years to investigate him. Like, it wasn't just like, oh yeah, you know, it happened and right away he was caught. Like, no. This shit took like years and years and years and years. Like, it wasn't just like, okay, you know, we're gonna fucking arrest him. Like, no. Like, this took a really fucking long time. So, I mean, the reason why I say, like, organized crime is because, like, it's better to not make these people your enemies in case the FBI is unable to help you. Does that kind of make sense? Because even if you follow the FBI rules, like, they're still not going to be able to just automatically help you just because you know you're doing something right. You know what I mean? And I think that's kind of the problem that I'm trying to fix in esports, because I feel like if you're gonna be doing something like the Summoner's Code and then playing like with Neopets and not like hacking into Neopets directly and changing their codes, you know, then you should not really be treated like you're a criminal. And like, does that kind of make sense? Because in that aspect, America could become more superior, because if American plays by the rules, then it kind of makes sense to do shit that way. Yeah, exactly. That's why I was kind of pushing for the Moo skin thing again. Because I was like, if we're doing it based on more like an educational thank you aspect, instead of like if you do this, you're fucking breaking the law. It's like, well, why don't you just give us a platform so we can write our own codes instead of like not letting us do it, thank you, and then calling us criminals for doing it, and then blaming China for being like oppressing you guys. Like, you're the one refusing to make such an option. And that's why, yeah, exactly, thank you. That's why I kept saying like Neopets should be like League of Legends, then everybody can write codes legally, and then it wouldn't be like this huge like illegal thing. Like, nobody who plays Neopets ever asks Neopets like, hey, you should fucking pay me, I write better programs than you. Like, that's kind of the shit that I really fucking don't like, and that's also the shit that I feel like only the Mafia could take care of. Like, what is, no offense to the FBI, but what can you guys fucking do to protect me in that situation, right? So, no, I don't want kids to think that, like, you should go to the Mafia for help. I'm just saying, like, this is, like, an adult conversation of, if you want to educate kids on how to become better programmers, you need to give them a platform to do it instead of forcing them to commit crimes. Does that kind of make sense? So, everybody knows this. Anybody who's ever heard about me saying, oh yeah, Neopets and Moo Skin, like, everybody's known my intentions since God knows fucking when I said it. Anyways, so, well, that's also why I tweet the FBI, because even if you disconnect me on fucking OBS, they're still gonna fucking hear this, right? So, I mean, they obviously know I'm not trying to encourage people to do illegal shit. I'm just... Do I even want to win games? This has nothing to do with winning games. Jesus Christ. Not every single thing is about winning a fucking game. Sometimes people just want to play the fucking game, you know, and make the game a better place, like we did with Neopets. Thank you. Like, nobody was like, oh yeah, let's all fucking hack the shit out of fucking Neopets. Like, we just kind of wanted to play the fucking game. We had no problem following the rules to the fucking game. Okay, well, that's probably the few that got it shut down. So, that has nothing to do with me. Well, if you got it shut down, then, you know, if they come back and fight you, then I don't understand, like, sounds so stupid. Anyways, I'm gonna go, because I'm starting to go back in circles, and I don't know if I can make this any clearer than I already have, like, 50 times already. So, I'm gonna go. I'm done. I mean, if you play Neopets, you know this has nothing to do with organized crime. But not all of you guys play Neopets, so like, what? How else am I supposed to fucking explain it to you? Well, we are... Dude, this Spider-Man Amumu was never a fucking virus. It's just you think, like, oh yeah, just because you have the Spider-Man Amumu, you're like this magnificent hacker, even though all you did was steal the code, then yeah. You know, the FBI is not really gonna come and protect the writer, so it's kind of forcing them to look for other ways to find protection, right? And that's what I'm saying, like, why don't I like winning? Well, why should I win? I don't understand. Okay, so here, let me explain it to you this way. Every single streamer who has ever won any type of game has never found out how to make better items, make better runes, or better mechanics. And that is a fucking fact. So, if I can still win games and learn how to make better builds, learn how to make better anything, then yeah, fuck it. Of course I want to win. But every single time I win, I learn nothing. I don't know anything about the items. I don't know how to build anything. Like, literally, I know nothing. Like, thank you. Usually when I'm boosted or like someone's trying to help me win, like, I end up buying like 2 or 3 of the same items because I don't know what I need. You know what I mean? Like, if nobody's chasing me down, then why do I need mobility? If nobody's trying to kill me, why do I need attack speed? If nobody's trying to chase me or kill me, then why would I need damage? I wouldn't, right? Because they're gonna be running in the opposite direction. Like, if I'm so fucking boosted, I can literally just run tier the whole entire fucking time and still win the game. So what in the actual fuck did I ever learn? I understand that some people don't prioritize learning. They just prioritize like, oh yeah, look at my rank. But then once you get to that rank, you cannot really brag about how much you know about the game, because technically you don't know anything about the game. And if you're gonna talk shit about me buying a whole bunch of stuff and not having power, then yeah, I'm gonna say that shit right fucking back to you. Well, that's why I praise Donkey, because Donkey never bought anything and he never held it against anybody. He was like, hey, fuck you, right? I bought like $50,000 worth of skins. Fuck you. Like, he's never said that, actually. And that's why I actually really appreciate Donkey and his fans, because Donkey and his fans don't hold every single person hostage. And I think that kind of behavior is just better for the community and just a better kind of thing, so then it can prosper. Fuck, I didn't have a sentence for that. It's okay, you guys. It's okay. As long as he understands me, that's all that matters. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna go. I don't know how much more in depth I can possibly go into this. I don't even want to fucking say that. What the fuck? Oh yeah, I have to press this. I didn't get a mystery emote. Fuck you. Oh, do I have to claim it? Oh. Duh. Thank you. Tomorrow's the last day. Am I gonna get it? No. I have to pay my loans, but thank you. I love opening this. Oh, it's so cute. Rar is actually from a dinosaur. Excuse me. Excuse me. Not the fucking Leon. But it's okay. It's okay. We're in fucking 2019. God knows if anybody knows what I know. Alright, anyways. I'm gonna go.